Hello everyone and welcome to episode 4 of Pokemon Yellow. In the last part, we got to the SS Sand, and I'm starting up in the road right below Cerulean really quick to catch this Abra because I need a Psychic type, and they're kind of powerful in this generation, and considering one of the gyms is an all-Psychic gym, this is gonna come in handy. And that's why I chose Abra, because you can actually get two Psychic types in Yellow, either Abra or Drowsy. I looked at the stat totals. I liked Abra's evolved form stats better. And I trained him off screen to level 20, and along the way he evolved into his evolved form, Kadabra. For some reason, I forget if I mentioned this in Crystal or not, but the Abra chain has a very, mind you, very stupid name chain of Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam. And now in Cerulean City, if you remember correctly from the Pokemon Fan Club Prez last part, we got the bike voucher. And now it's time to get the bicycle. Which, unlike Crystal, is not that useful to me because it doesn't get that much faster, and considering it takes up an inventory slot and you have to go into your inventory every time to use it, it's just obnoxious. Although, one thing that's weird is that Red's head gets really flattened when you use it. And back in the SSN. And now, I cleared out all the trainers and items here in between the parts because, really would you want 15 minutes of me just going around looking at these rooms? And oddly enough, even with all the training I did, I'm still gonna get my ass kicked a little bit this part because, I'll just say this, I'm fighting the Vermilion leader, gym leader of this part. He only has one Pokemon, but it's level 28 compared to my 20. Then again, that might just be because he has one Pokemon. And now it's time for our third fight against Blue, and I think that's a new sprite for him, is it? He starts off with a Spearow, which is one level away from evolving, actually, which means next time we fight him, he may have a Fearow. And now I decided to show off the utter destruction that is a Psychic type. Because I mentioned this in Gen 2, but in Gen 1, there's no special attack and defense, there's just special. Which is a combination of the two, and because it's one stat, for some reason, that really makes these guys powerful. I don't really know the entire details, because, well, I may be a nerd, I don't go that far into context with these games. The most I know is, like, the shiny rate encounter is 1 in 8,192. Although, apparently with the shiny charm and the Matsuda method in, Black and White 2, you can make it 1 in 1,000, which is quite better. And his Eevee's still his highest level Pokemon, but considering the Psychic type... oh, wow, actually. If you didn't see that, he actually got confused. That's like a 10% or it's either 10 or 20% chance happening with confusion. And I rarely ever get it to happen. So that was surprising when that happened. And Red defeated, and we beat Blue for the third time. And the entire reason we actually came onto this boat was to get the cut HM from the guy up top here, which we're about to do after rubbing his back because he's the worst sea captain in the world. He's a sea captain, and yet he gets seasick. Idiot. Now, as for the cut HM, cut itself as a move is not that good, so I actually had to get two slaves off screen for the upcoming areas. Off screen, I got a Bellsprout for cut and Venonat for flash. You can catch them all around in the area surrounding Cerulean City, so it shouldn't be that hard to find. I found both of them in the route that Bill's house is on. And now the SSN leaves, never to be seen again, because the SSN is not the one from Gen 2. Although it's theorized that in Gen 3 the wrecked ship is the SSN. That's foreboding. Now that we're done with that, yes, you can't cut this tree because I don't have a Pokemon to do it with yet. Also, you can tell when your Pikachu's at max happiness, I believe, when it has hearts. Now, I got the Bellsprout named at Cut, of course, and I find this really annoying. I'm so used to Gen 2 onwards when you can just investigate the tree to cut the tree, but in this you have to go into your menu to get it. And welcome to the most annoying gym in the game in terms of getting to the gym leader. There's only 3 trainers, yes, but the way you get, as you can see, there's a door there. And it's showing up better in the remake where it's 2 electrical beams. 2 trash cans in here have switches in them. One in first, and then one in the 4 surrounding it. That means you have a 1 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 in 15 chance of finding it the first time, then a 25% chance of finding it the next, unless you get it, or unless you are like me, lucky enough to find that the first switch is in a corner where it's only a 50% chance. Actually, what's kind of funny is that in one of my failed takes of Crystal, I tried to do this the entire reason it failed was because I spent so long trying to find a switch in here. And since I wanted to go into this boss at full health, and thank God I did, actually. I decided to exit back out and come back when my Pokemon are all healed. No, don't send out Cut, that'd be a disaster immediately. He's only level 12. And this is Lieutenant Surge. Remember him from Crystal? And then again, at this physical point, you guys do know about Surge and Crystal, considering I uploaded that part the other day. And he sends out his Raichu, which is actually his team from the anime. He only had this Raichu. So wasn't there a big thing about Pikachu not wanting to evolve using a Thunderstone or something? I don't really remember, it's been years since I saw Season 1. So yeah, his Raichu's at level 28 and has some pretty damaging attacks. The one thing about Psychics though is that while their special stat is high, which makes their special defense godly, their physical defense sucks. Also, I was wrong. Pat won't be on our team for a while, but I didn't... He ended up serving us much longer than I thought he would, so I ended up keeping him along. Because he'll be replaced by another Pokemon by the end of part 10-ish. And again, we're at the 3rd gym already, it's part 4, so... For some reason, though, in this generation especially, I seem to find gym trainers using using items on their Pokemon much more often than any other, besides maybe Gen Black and White 2, where they really start using items. Really though, if you have a ground type like a Diglett on you, which you can get from Diglett's Cave, slightly to the right of Vermilion City, you have no excuse to lose this because he physically can barely do anything to you. Well, if I remember correctly, there's like some sort of thing you could do in Gen 1 with the final gym leader that you can beat him with just a Diglett. Oh no, it was that I think you could beat him with a Pidgey? I don't really remember. I'm gonna have to look this up. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen when I was playing. If you're going... just be careful when you're bringing in a flying or water type, because that gets kind of annoying. And Surge is down, never to be seen again. Unless Pat ever does Fire Red, Leaf Green, because... well, I've done Gen 2, and I'm doing Gen 1 as... Well, of course I'm doing Gen 1 right now, you're seeing it. Pat might be, is a Pokemon fan like me, but he's most likely only going to be doing Fire Red. He's not much of a... He just loves Fire Red. Not sure how he feels about it. Anyway, we're pretty much done here in Vermilion for now. There's a few things to continue onwards. We actually have to go through Diglett's Cave here. Now, you can actually not only encounter Diglets, but also a Dugtrio here, which you be careful if you run up against that, because that's one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. And because of it, it'll be hard to either hit it or run away from it. For some reason, it plays a reinforced theme in here, I just realized. Anyway, you're looking at this place, but you really can't. We're right to the, we're on the right side of the path to, Pewter City. And the only reason we come here is so we can come into this building and talk to one of Professor Oak's aides here. I just realized we've seen almost a little over a third of the Pokemon. Cool. Yes, I have caught at least 10 types of Pokemon, and evolving the Pokemon does count, which is why I have 10. Or 12. And we get HM05 Flash, which is going to be a lot, which will be very helpful in the upcoming dungeon. Anyway, talk to Officer Jenny here in the middle of town when you have the Thunder Badge to get the third and final starter, Squirtle. I'm not going to be training him up just yet. I'm going to wait until after the next part ends. And Squirtle will be our Fallon. Why, I don't know. Because that's something I'll be doing for the entire game series, that when I'm playing them, I'm going to be giving every Pokemon the same name. And by that, I mean the team will always be the same names, except for the starter, which will change from game to game. And really, that's not much to say about this round in particular. It's to the right of Cerulean City, in case you didn't see that, because I kind of had to jump cut to save time. Actually, one thing I'm surprised I haven't brought up yet is that when you talk to Pikachu, I wonder if you guys could have heard it, but for some reason on my emulator it's very quiet. Pikachu actually has voice clips that are pretty much taken right out of the anime, yes, but I'm gonna have to talk about this next part. Thank you guys for watching, rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I'll see you guys next time on Pokemon Yellow when we go to the next dungeon. See you then.